Hey YouTubers, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Welcome back to my kitchen. I hope this video finds you well. If you're new here, my name is JC. This is the Cuban Redneck DIY channel where we do cooking and grilling videos on Tuesdays and DIY stuff of all types on Fridays. Today we're going to be making a Cuban mojo recipe. This is how I learned to make mojo by working in the food industry throughout the South Florida area. Over the years I keep, I've tweaked it out, but somehow I keep going back to the original recipe because it is the best. One thing that a lot of people don't realize is that there are two types of mojo. There's a mojo marinade and there's a mojo sauce. And we're going to make both of those, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make and why it is that we need two of them. If this is not for you, do me a favor, click on the title of the channel where you will find a dedicated playlist to every other topic that we cover. As I said earlier, there are two types of mojo. One is a marinade, the other one is a sauce. The sauce, which is cooked, is normally done with raw components, and it's what you will find as the dipping sauce for tostones and laid over yuca. On the other hand, the marinade is 100% raw and is often done with powdered spices or dry spices. And the purpose for that is to give that unique Cuban lemony garlic taste to things like pork, chicken, and even fish. So with that in mind, let's get going. Before we get going, I want to mention that this video is intended for those new to Cuban cuisine. If you are Cuban, I hope that by now you know how to make Cuban mojo. With that said, know that this mojo recipe is not set in stone. I have made this thousands of times and not once have I failed to correct the recipe. That is especially true if you are using sour oranges, which can vary in taste from extremely sour early in the season to somewhat sweet around November or December. This recipe will get you in the ballpark, but at the end of the day, whether you like it more or less acidic, more garlicky, or more or less salty or peppery is really up to you. The primary reason we use dry spices on a mojo marinade is because the raw garlic and the onion would not transfer any taste to the meat. Not only that, but if you cook something like pork or chicken over open flame or broil it, there's a good chance you're going to burn it, and that, my friends, is not a good thing. For that reason, I recommend the following ingredients for a mojo marinade. I have a cup of sour orange juice, a quarter cup of olive oil, 1 to 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, dry oregano, ground cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, parsley flakes, and thyme. Both the parsley flakes and the thyme are optional, but I do like the additional seasoning. To make the mojo marinade, it is simple as depositing all the ingredients into a mixing bowl, stir it, and let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes so the dry spices get a chance to hydrate. We then need to taste it for salt and acidity level, and if everything is okay, we can proceed to marinate our meat. Quick tip, if you're marinating a lot of pork as you see here, and the marinade is not covering all the meat, consider adding a little bit of broth. As long as you stay below 10%, you are not going to change the taste profile of the mojo marinade while allowing all the meats to marinate. Probably the biggest obstacle you're going to run into when making either a mojo marinade or mojo sauce is going to be the sour oranges. These are not easy to find outside of Florida. Over the years, the best substitute I have found is 1 cup of orange juice, 1/4 cup of grapefruit juice, 1/4 cup of lime juice, and 1/4 cup of lemon juice. As far as making a mojo sauce from scratch, that is a little bit different, and the ingredients are as follows. 1 head of garlic, normally 10 to 12 large cloves. It is not rare for me to use 14 or 15 as I'm doing in this video. I have an onion. I'm using a sweet Spanish onion on this particular recipe. Shallots are also my favorite. Once again, 1 to 2 teaspoons of salt, that's up to taste, plus 1 teaspoon of black pepper, dry oregano, parsley flakes, and ground cumin. A half a cup of sour orange juice, and a 1/4 cup of olive oil. To make the mojo sauce, deposit all the dry spices into a mortar along with the garlic, and smash it until the garlic is broken up. Then add the sour orange juice and set it aside. Add the oil to a skillet or saucepan, bring it to temperature over medium-high heat. Once up to temperature, add the thinly sliced onions and cook cover for about a minute. Proceed to add the content of the mortar and cook for another 30 to 40 seconds. Remove from the heat and let it stand. Just like the mojo marinade, the mojo sauce needs a little bit of time to rest for all the flavors to come together. I recommend making this at least an hour before serving. My friends, thank you for watching, and I hope you come back next week where we're gonna make an awesome Cuban pulled pork sandwich with mojo. Yes, I'm talking about the infamous pan con lechon. So until then, have a blessed day.